Namaste, Jai Bharat. If you look at the Jantam and the cockroaches agitation, at some point somewhere, they were trying to argue for some sensible points, valid points. Though the argument was trivial because they were already addressed. They were asking for the resignation of the previous Minister of Education, which was not necessary because it's not the Education Minister who is directly responsible. They have left the directly responsible person because they were interested in politics. It's true that there were mistakes in the conduction of NEET exam. I personally know how people work hard, struggle in such kind of examinations. My son had qualified NEET long back. Then after his medicine, he had also qualified the postgraduate NEET exam, and I have seen him working in his own manner. He had not gone for coaching, of course. He was working, struggling in his own way, in his own manner, at his own time. But then he was focusing, he was concentrating. Yeah, that boy is lucky that he focuses perfectly. So I know that, and we have our sentiments to. As a teacher, we have our sentiments to all the hard-working students. Once justice is denied, that really is not just brutal but fatal. So we understand that, and the guilty and the culprits must be punished. Obviously, there is no difference in agreement and the difference of opinion. So they took up with that. But then, if you closely see how they have deviated from the main supposed to be focused issue to things actually irrelevant to their proposed agitation, that slips into politics and this thing and that thing. Even the demand of resignation of the Education Minister itself was unnecessary, because the government is already rectifying things. It's not just because of these people's, the agitators' pressure that the government is doing it. The government is otherwise doing it. It's a corrective mechanism the government has to take. That's a normal function of government, especially this BJP government. So in the name of one genuine issue, the point was they were trying to create problems. That's clear. Now the next problem this happened here is that the same team, maybe not in the same name again, but the same team will try to go for another agitation against the policy of reservation. Now this is again touchy and sticky. The policy of reservation, no political party want to touch. Nobody want to remove reservation as such, and these people will use that issue for again their other kinds of typically nefarious, in capital letters, ends. Nefarious ends. So they are trying to come with the reservation issue. So I thought I'll just think about reservation issue. Reservation is not a law, it's a policy. As I understand it, is only a government order. But then if you look at the moral side of reservation, the people who did not get opportunities to explore themselves must be given such opportunities, sir. Must be given opportunities to explore themselves and present themselves. That's very genuine kind of thing. It's also a fact that there's the difference between schools at point one, at place one, and schools at place two. Some schools one gets very good coaching, and some schools one may not get. And money again becomes a criteria. You spend money to get taught into good schools, you are likely to get good coaching, which such facilities may not be available in very rural places like Y, A, B, C, D, whatever. So, reservation in principle cannot be denied. As a matter of fact, one has to see that everyone gets equal opportunity, and that equal opportunity is not possible because of unequal situations, circumstances, and it's also practically not possible to create equal circumstances for everyone in every corner of this nation. So the policy should be, first of all, the economic criteria should be taken into account, not caste or other things. Instead of that, those who can't afford good educations by virtue of their economic structure has to be treated differently. Then the point is that we should do something to extend equal opportunity to every student by way of facilities, and those who could not get it must be given some concessions, either in the form of reservation or not, but criterion should not be caste. Possibly the economic structure could be looked into. A caste, the moment you say, in the same caste you find some people very forward and some people very backward. In every caste you have this situation. There are many Brahmins who are very poor, but then just because one is a Brahmin he is denied. That situation should not arise. So this policy cannot be abruptly ended. It needs to remain until you have the vast majority at least strengthened or given chances or opportunities. So in some other manner, maybe not in the same existing manner, the policy should continue, reservation policy should continue. But here the threat is this touchy issue these people want to take and wanted to make another agitation until and unless the administration, government administration, can effectively discourage such tendency of agitations and anarchy, no matter for which cause. If it can be effectively discouraged, they should not come for such kind of things. There are many other ways. That should be a solution to the disgruntled people's efforts to derail the normal functioning of the nation and to destroy the very delicate balance of things which we are now in and making progress. All these kind of things will affect the growth of the nation, which is very serious. So one ought to be very careful that what we speak, what we do, what we think even, should not go against the larger interests of the nation. The nation is making definite progress undoubtedly, and there are many envious people around us. So we have to fight multiple fronts. First, work for our nation. Two, to resist the propaganda and other such influences which will come freely to us. Responsibility is there with each citizen of this nation. Let's be responsible. We shall meet. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram.